lot of that's probably shadowing from the caulking and the painting. Okay. What are the assessor reports say as far as what they want? Obviously, the removal is really all you're going to be able to do.
Yeah. We're actually hiring not a remediator, like somebody who only does the reports to tell you
An
what
assessor.
to fix. I guess is that what it's called?
This is assessor.
So that he should hopefully be coming next week.
Oh, I thought that was already done. With
So
the
we
air
had
testing and
mold test them, but he didn't give us like any protocol for removal. So we're having somebody recommended, well, 3 different people recommended this one guy to come do a protocol. So that's who we're.
So people were out here and did an inspection and
We had-
sampling and no protocols. Did you pay for that?
Yeah. RMD came and did a protocol, but everyone says that they're terrible, so not to use their report. They
Okay.
came, the builder sent them out.
Okay.
And then we had somebody else on our own come out, but I don't think he really did a protocol. Do you remember seeing him? I just remember seeing the air test results.
Okay, he may have just charged you for sampling then.
Yeah, he just charged per sample, so.
Oh, okay, so that's all right. Who's coming out next week?
Mauricio Baum or something?
I've never heard of it. Okay. Well, I can pretty much tell you what the guy's gonna say. Oh, they didn't caulk that in.
Yeah, they pretty much haven't cocked anything. And none of
Yeah.
the lights and none of
Here's what's gonna happen. The assessor's gonna come out here, and he's gonna do a walkthrough like everybody else and like what I'm doing. He's gonna do some more air sampling and some surface sampling, and he's gonna basically write up, remove this, remove that, plastic off this, do that, check humidity. And the biggest thing the assessor's gonna do is the same thing that I'm gonna tell you and that everybody else is gonna tell you. Identify the cause.
Yeah, I think we're also gonna get a mechanical engineer in.
I mean, that's been the big predicament in the whole neighborhood.
So
is
every mechanical
identifying the
engineer
cause.
has
identifying the
a different
cause
opinion.
and how do you remediate so it doesn't
Which is why we
happen
haven't done
in the
anything yet,
future.
because every single mechanical engineer, every single person that's come in, everybody's had like a different opinion. That
Has anybody ever gotten their hands dirty and got up and done a physical up close inspection of the duct system?
I think our home the guy was in the attic for a really long time. Like we have tons of pictures of whether or not he specifically checked all the ducts. I don't know.
I mean, now here's something else, and it's a possibility during construction. During new construction, when they order materials from whichever supplier, a lot of the suppliers leave materials out. Truss manufacturers leave materials out. Not everything is enclosed. So a lot of times the wood will actually have mold on it when it's brought to the sites.
I said that to Toll, and they were like, "There's no way. We
No,
check
it's-
everything before we put it up."
I mean, the home
But
inspector
it's
brought that
every
up.
single house in the neighborhood.
They do not check everything. Toll
Yeah.
Brothers is a builder. All they do is contract out to the contractor, whichever 2 or 3 or 5 contractors may be here. And the contractor, his guys aren't checking everything because he's subbing out to whoever swings the trusses. Then they're subbing out to whoever does the framing. Now these are all going to be metal framed homes. Most likely these homes should hopefully be a concrete, a lightweight concrete, second floor.
No, the second floor is wood.
Is it a wood frame? Okay, well, then you're dealing with floor trusses, ceiling trusses, and whatever other plywood sheeting and this and that. Again, not everything is stored indoors. Even if it's tarped, sheets of plywood, even if it's tarped, it's outside. So there's a possibility that, and it's with every home since the beginning of construction down here in Florida, going back to what, 20s.
Well, this
Teens.
has been I know you saw the article, so
I skimmed
every
through it briefly.
builder and it's all the builders, Parkland, all the houses here.
Yeah. I almost bought one right up. Well, you guys are on the left side. On the right side, I was looking at buying one. It was a Chinese drywall home. One of the many Chinese drywall homes. And they just can't seem to get it right out here.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because people don't check the material. So if they tell you, oh, we checked out, fine, give me your logs. Give me your inspection log of who checked the trusses prior to installation. Who checked all the plywood used for the floor sheeting. Give me the logs of who inspected everything and who signed off on it. I
Because
guarantee
even like
you
we
they
used to
won't-
walk through our house all the time, and like even like before they put down floors when it was just the plywood, there were pieces that were like wet and like mushy, and we made them change them, and they were like, "Oh, we don't know how that happened."
Yeah, that's new construction, and it's the same no matter where you're at, because new construction, homes like this, communities, it's all about getting it done. They don't focus on the quality, they focus on the quantity. And it's sad because you're talking 600,000 and up for these homes
Yeah.
easily.
I know that the inspector themselves recommended taking down a few pieces of crown molding to check those, like especially because it's coming out, like in my daughter's room at the bottom and stuff.
You can,
To
yeah.
make sure that
You
there's
can.
nothing behind there.
But again, the separating of the crown, that's just the joint. Whether it's pour caulking, temperature variance, expansion and contraction of the actual crown material, does not mean there's a mold problem behind it. And this is going to make you nuts. But say I take down this piece of crown for an inspection and see nothing. And then I kind of look as far back as I can see here, and I can see here. But then over here there's mold. You're never going to see it. Are you going to detach every linear foot of crown in the entire home to inspect? It's not feasible. I mean, it can be done, but monetarily, you're talking, many, many thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
because you're going to damage the walls, you're going to damage the ceilings, it has to be reinstalled, you have to touch up all the painting and caulk and everything else. It's an absolute...
So for the molding, would you recommend just like caulking it?
Yes. And you know what you do? You come in with a really great, not cheap 45-cent painter's caulk. You come in with a really good, high quality elastometric caulk that's got some great flexibility to it. It's not necessarily all silicone based, that caulk it in, and then, you're gonna have to touch up paint. This is probably wood crown. I wouldn't hope that this is MDF. It may be. If it's MDF, the same type of caulking. I was gonna say, you could always wood putty it for a really, really good, perfect, smooth look, because caulking, you always see the difference between the caulking and the wood, no matter how you do it. Wood putty's phenomenal, but that's only, you only use that when you're doing really, really great finishes, and you don't have to worry about stuff like this. And I'm talking tight joints, where, the installers have it with a coping.
It was really tight when we moved in.
Yeah. And it's just materials expanding and contracting, and now it's set. That's why you don't put wood floors down in a home until it sits for a week. It's called acclimation. They take everything from the truck, drop it in, and install it. There's no acclimation. My crew knows when we're doing renovations, restoration work, anytime we deal with wood, it's got to be on the job for a minimum 3 days with however that interior is supposed to be. So, what's your interior usually? 78 degrees? Great. Set the AC, 78 degrees. Leave the material on the job. Let it do its thing. Because you install it, the next day, twister pops. Acclimation time. I don't see any issues in here unless there's something that you know of.
No, I don't. They might have said that the vent in there had condensation on it when they were.
I don't see
I feel
anything.
like that was it.
I don't see anything at all. That's just hard water. Well,
And then we have it on some of our windows, like, I don't know if that's just drywall or if it's like, you can push it then. Like a bunch of windows are like cracking around.
oh, that's just a corner bead. That's all.
Okay.
That's just a corner bead. Now these are bronze. I thought they looked like they were white on the other side of the house.
No, they're from,
Are they?
yeah.
Okay.
because I hate them.
Could have sworn I saw a white window. All right, so
Oh, and two more things. His closet before we moved in always smelled like almost like fertilizer, like wet something.
okay.
And they refused to come and test it, and that was like the whole house was just a thing. And it doesn't really smell as much, but we like would not come and test to see if there was water anywhere. And then also in the guest room over there, always smelled like mildewy. And they had someone come test over there, and the guy said it was like just below the limits that you could have or something.
Is there a very easy access up into the attic from here?
It's in my closet.
Does it have a ladder?
No.
Do you have a ladder on site?
Yeah, it's in the garage.
Access is in here?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I go up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Just wanna see something while I'm here for y'all.